Hello, this is Mr. Ferranti, the technology integration teacher at the Long Valley Middle School. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a reference page for any images that you might be using when working on a project, either in Google Drawings or Google Docs, or even a Google Slides presentation. Okay, so legally, you're supposed to reference any images that you're using. And I find it difficult sometimes when working on a project to even remember to cite those references. So what I do is I open up a separate drawing in Google Drawings, and I'm just going to call this photo reference sheet. And you might give it a project name if you're working on a project. So in a class right now, we're working on a logo. So logo project photo reference sheet. Okay, and what I would do is look for my images that I plan on using and add these into this sheet as I work. This way I have a way to come back to those images and cite them formally when needed. Now there's two ways to insert an image in Google Drawings. Okay, one way is to use the Insert pull-down menu, and the Image button is available, and then there's a number of different ways to insert an image from there. You can also use the Insert Image button that's available in your toolbar, which will give you that same pull-down menu. Now, if you're using an image that you created or you already have on your computer, you can upload it from the computer. You can insert something from your Google Drive, or if you have a Google Photos account, you can use that. You can also use the URL address, or you can take your own picture using the camera button. But most of us search the web. And when you search the web, this actually makes it a little bit more difficult to find the location of the image, but I'm going to show you how to do this anyway. So let's say I'm looking for a tree, and I'm going to use this picture here. I can double click it and it will go in, or I can single click the image and say insert, and I have my picture. And this is what most of us do. The problem is using this method, there's really no way to figure out the source of this image. Google is a search engine. It's not the source of your image. It's just the search engine you used. So when you tell the reader that your image source was Google, you're actually incorrect. Right? So how do we insert an image and identify the location of that image? So this is the second way to insert an image, and I like this better. I think this is actually more usable for you. Under the Tools pull-down menu, there's an Explore button. This tool is also available in other Google products such as Google Docs and Google Slides. And when I click the Explore, it brings up this Explore window. Right? And again, it gives me another search window so I can look for that same tree even. Just put this back up to size. Okay, and I can click the Images button, and you can see I have that same image here, and I can insert the image by clicking the plus, and now my image is placed in my drawing. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. There we go. And you'll notice something different happens. Okay. All right, now there's a hyperlink attached to that image, okay, that will take me back to where I found that image. Okay, so when you click on that, this is the source of my image now, and it automatically hyperlinks to the image, right? And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just insert a text box underneath my picture. I'm going to type the word source, and I'm going to then identify the source of my image, which is pexels.com, and you can just click on that, and that will actually take you to the image. Then I'm going to highlight this URL address, copy it, come back into my drawing, and I'm just going to type the name of the website, and then I'm going to hyperlink to it now. The picture's already hyperlinked, but if I want to hyperlink my text, I can do that also. And so I just highlight the text. In the insert pull down menu, there is something called link, which is here. Control K is the shortcut. And then I'm going to paste Control V, the link, and hit apply. Okay, now my picture is hyperlinked and I have the source underneath it. All right, so this is one way then to create a reference sheet. I'm going to delete this original picture, and I'm just going to keep track of the images that I'm going to be using in a project, whether it's a Google Docs project or Google Slides, okay, whatever that project may be. All right, so keep track of the images that you're using for your projects. This is a good way to do that. And then if you need to create a formal citations page, you can access those images and the locations of those images to get the information that would be required in the citation. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching.